Welcome to the official OMUA Diving Academy tutorial video. In this video we're going to be going through the missions, how to beat the missions, how to rank up, and eventually unlock all the areas of the Diving Academy. Here we are standing on the docks. We spawned the creation on the custom small island. You see there is a submarine cave on this side, and the map or the creation spawns on this flat area. You spawn it with this workbench, so you don't spawn it as a mod or as a mission. You spawn it as a creation or as a building. So we're standing on the dock area. We see there's the little boat here. I've updated it since the beginning of the creation, so now there's a little beacon that can be released, and the boat has a couple changes. There's a depth reader here, so it's a little easier instead of reading the depth reader there. Oh, definitely didn't want to do that. So that's the boat here, and I've not inserted any of the OMUA rank codes. So right now everything's locked as it would be when you started. So this is locked, I can't get in, and all that stuff. So the first thing we'll do, we'll make our way into the building. So the idea is that someone that's starting the map, this map and the missions, will come to the front desk here. So welcome cadets, you're free to explore. You're staying in room 5 until you rank up. The classroom is open from 7 AM to 5 PM. And there's a video here. Now the video works kind of like a cutscene. I can't add a cutscene, so I put this here, but feel free to skip it if you've already watched it.
Welcome to the OMUA Diving Academy. The classroom is open from 7 AM to 5 PM, where you will be able to start your rank progression. Each rank has 3 missions which must be sequentially completed to level up to the next rank. When you turn the key to reveal the mini missions, read the note carefully to understand what needs to be done. When you are ready to start, press the button in the middle. When you complete the mission, a bell will chime and the indicator will let you know that the mission is complete. Some mini missions will require you to complete tasks, some to press buttons, and others will give you a code to enter on the whiteboard. Good luck, and enjoy your time at the OMUA Diving Academy.
So after having watched the cutscene video, we can make our way here. You see there's the OMUA rank number system, but we don't have a number yet, so we don't enter anything. Obviously this is locked. You could see who has the highest ranking score in the speed challenge and all that stuff. Now we make our way to the classroom, which is down the hall here. Into the classroom, and as the tutorial video shows, or the cutscene video, you start the seaman training. Report to the security office for your onboarding. Let's do it. Make sure you press this button. If you don't press the button, it won't all work. So you press the button, now it's engaged in that mission. Come inside and sit on the stool for a photo, then head up to the admin desk. Okay, so there's the photo booth. It's got our photo. Now we make our way to the admin desk. We can take the elevator. So the office is level. It's a nice day outside. Now these areas are all locked for us right now, but you get to kind of view what they look like through here. This is the 3rd floor. Admin desk. Press the button to sign the paperwork, then step into the HR office. So let's sign the paperwork. HR office. We sit down here. We see that there's these ranks, but they're 0 right now. Watch the video for the onboarding, then enter the code to the whiteboard. So I'm going to insert the video here, but if you've watched it, feel free to skip ahead.
Hello cadet, and welcome to the OMUA Diving Academy. OMUA is the world's premier oceanic research agency, specializing in underwater exploration, mapping and salvage. Here you will learn what it takes to become a part of the team. Our 20,000 square foot facility will be your home during your studies, so explore its many areas, and remember to take breaks between classes. The OMUA rank system will govern the areas you can access, and equipment you can interact with. Right now, you are a cadet, which is an operator in training. You occupy room 5, which is a shared accommodation, and get limited access to the facility. You will come across rooms that are locked, or objects that you cannot interact with. The first rank is Seaman, which is the first working level of OMUA. This rank is sufficient to work on OMUA vessels, but with limited access and responsibilities. The second rank is Mate. With the Mate rank, you get access to accommodation rooms 3 and 4, which are individual staterooms. The third rank is Chief Mate, with access to Suite 2. The fourth and final rank is Captain, which unlocks all areas of the facility, and has access to Suite 1. As you progress your ranks, you will be told to report to the HR office, where you will collect your OMUA rank. Ensure you write this code down, as this can be entered in the OMUA rank kiosk if you quit the game or leave the premises. In future vessels, your OMUA rank will be used to unlock areas as well. Please note, the OMUA rank will only save your rank progress, and not many missions completed in between ranks. The facility consists of a few key areas. The first floor consists of the Great Hall, with the reception desk, security office, and trophy wall. Down the hall is the infirmary and classroom. And through the doors is the garage and maintenance shop. The second floor consists of the cafe, research laboratory with mini-sub, and most notably, our 380,000-liter diving pool. The diving pool is filled with obstacles, a sunken shipwreck and a cave system, all of which will be used in your studies. The third floor consists of the administrative offices, accommodations and a large rooftop patio with tiki bar, hot tub and dance floor. We have a helicopter on the roof, and a communication and observation tower. We hope you enjoy your time at the OMUA Diving Academy, and good luck. Your code for Mission 1, or M1, is 1953. This is the year OMUA was founded. Please enter this code in the M1 slot on the whiteboard in the classroom to complete Mission 1.
So we got our code. Now we could make our way back down. And this time we're going to go down the stairs. So we enter the code here, 1953. The bell rung. This is showing passed, and the second mission is unlocked. To start Mission 2. Mission 2, in the diving pool, connect the cable from the winch to the roof of the wreck to simulate a salvage. Alright, let's do it. So we can go up. The elevator is in operation, we'll just take the stairs. Diving pool. Now this is the first mission in the diving pool. It'll be easier if we turn on the lights. So we don't need our air equipment for this. So the winch is here. It says Mission 2 winch. Connect it to here and then just swim over to the roof of the wreck. And once you get over here and attach it, there we go. The bell rung and mission passed. So very simple mission. It's supposed to simulate you attaching a rope to the anchor of a wreck to extract it out of the water, but there we go. So our mission's passed, and you could even remove this to not have the cables dangling around, because once you beat the mission, it's already passed here. So that's Mission 2. Mission 3, transport the crate from the garage to the dock and connect it to the fluid connector. So we'll start our mission. You heard the crate disconnected itself. So if we make our way to the garage room, there's the crate. Now what I like to do is lift it up, and you kind of have to hover it above you, and you can slowly make your way to the forklift and attach it to the front of the forklift, or put it on the front here. And once we're in the center, we'll release it. There we go. We'll open the garage, hop in, release the handbrake, and release the rear connector. So now the back of this thing is released. If we tilt the forks back a little, it won't disconnect on us. And if you press the space button, this thing will become clamped to the magholes in the front. Now, if you raise the fork up, you'll have a hard time clearing the roof here. So it fits perfectly if the forks aren't up, but that's just trial and error. And same thing with the light here when you're coming up to the dock area. So to make your way down the dock, just come straight down. And it's extra wide so you don't fall down. Now the connector straight ahead here, we could either place it with the forklift, or we could place it by hand. I'm gonna come forward, we're gonna drop the fork down. There we go. So now that's connected. We could throw on our reverse and make our way back up if we want. But pretty much that mission is now complete. So let's leave this little thing here. And again, the crate can be disconnected now because once you peg it in, it's already, like, the mission's complete. So the mission will be done. If we come to the room here, now it's showing it complete. So passed. Seaman rank achieved. Report to the HR office for your OMUA rank code. So if we head up to the office now, I guess our elevator came. We'll take it up to the admin floor, and there we're going to get ourselves the rank that you can write down, and you'll have your seaman rank. There we go. So in here, the rank is showing up on the display. So now write that code down. That's what you can enter on the kiosk down there. And if you quit the mission or respawn a new version of the creation, that code will get you access to where you were previously. Alright, back to the classroom. So let's start the mate training. So we turn this on. Mission 4, report to the laboratory and collect all data on a sample, which is to press all buttons. So let's start the mission. We'll go up to the laboratory level. And now this door is unlocked for us. So we could make our way into the laboratory. You see there's a bunch of equipment, a big long work desk here. So let's get to work. So, sample visual inspection, let's do it. Gently rinse the sample, let's do that in the sink. Freeze sample in the freezer. Incubate sample. Examine sample under the microscope. And lastly, pressure test. And we heard the bell ring, so the mission is complete. If we make our way to the classroom, there we go, we did it. So we can start the next mission. Next mission, locate the 3 missing crates in the diving pool and press the buttons on the tops. Alright, mission 5 started. If we make our way to the diving pool. For this mission, it's nice to put on the air equipment because you're going under a little bit. So here's one of the crates. Here's another crate. If we swim to the front of the boat, here's the last crate. And we heard the bell ring, so there we are. Now, people have had issues with, like, see how the game kind of rises you to the top when you're at a low level? Or when you're kind of close to the surface, it'll slowly make you rise to the top. I found that if you just hold, like, control and kind of make your way just slowly move, you'll stay under. And honestly, that's realistic. I found, I mean, if you're diving under a pool, you can't just stay stationary. You have to keep waving your arms around. So that is kind of that. Alright, we put away our mask and diving gear. Go back to the classroom. And it's saying mission passed. So this mission, mission 6, drive the ATV to the top of the hill where it will give a number to enter on the whiteboard. So we'll go back to the garage. Now we take the ATV. Number 5 is release the rear connector. Now here's the code. Obviously it's reading 0 right now. But if we go to the top of the hill, kind of have to feather it back and forth a little bit, but there we go, up this path. And I mean, if you flip the thing, you have to get it back up. That's not part of the mission's not that dummy proof. Alright, this is not the top of the hill, we gotta go higher. There we go, 282. So we got our code. We could make our way back down. And now obviously the code goes away. That kind of worked. We flipped it a little bit, but here we are. So on the whiteboard, 282. There we go. And mission complete. So mate rank achieved. Report to the HR for your OMUA rank code. Now we're not going to go up there. We already know where the room is. So we could begin our chief mate training. Uncover the mystery of the sunk boat in the pool. Find all clues and enter the sum of them on the board. So let's start that mission up. For this one as well, you'll want to put on the diving gear. And now that's the boat we're talking about. And we got to explore everything and see why it sunk, or see clues of why it sunk. The flashlight will help us in this case. So we make our way to the back of the boat here. So, neglected engine, so add 7. Is there anything in the back? Nope. But there's something here. So, side damage, add 1. So now we're at 8 in total. Can't swim through this window, but we have to get access inside. But let's stay on the outside for now. Oh, here we are in the front. Front damage, add 2. So we're at 10 in total. Now let's make our way inside. So we gotta flip the power and hold this button to unlock the door. Okay, open the door. We're at 10. Oh, here we go. Intoxicated operator, add 9. So now we're at 19. Add 5. We're at 24. And if we get in here, add 3, we're at 27. And is there anything else? Could also open this, make our way out. Let's try 27 on the board. Bell rang, there we go. So mission 7's passed. Mission 8, use the ROV in the boathouse to pair a connector under the helipad column. Let's try that one. We'll make our way over to the boathouse. Now this is unlocked for us. We can make our way down here. And here's the ROV station, and here we see the ROV down there. So we'll sit at the operator desk. Okay, so M8, release ROV, turn physics to full. So if you don't have the physics on full, turn them to full. Winch and ROV power, so we see this is on, and now we can release the ROV. But first, let's release the cable. Before we release the winch, or release the ROV, let's release the cable. I believe it's a 100 meter or 50 meter cable reel. So if you see down there, the cable is being dropped down. So we'll be able to push the ROV around the side of the building. And while this is working, I'm just going to show you where that is. So we're going to make our way around the side. And here's the helipad column. So here's the helipad, the column, and at the base of the column is this connector. So we're trying to attach it to that connector at the base of the helipad. Okay, we're at 70. We probably get going now. So release ROV. You'll want to feather the controls. I know some people have a problem with the ROV. I don't make it dummy proof on purpose. Like, you have to be smart. So I'd say 30 or 40% throttle is as good as you want it to do. The reason I didn't limit it to the 30 is because I want people to, I want to give you the full power. If you need the full power, you could use the full power in a case of, like, blasting this thing through the water, but that's not really what the intent is. Now you still have to be smart. I just made it not nosedive into the ground. So we'll back up slowly, and all while using the arrow keys. once we get access, yeah, there we go. We're back on track. You have to keep using the arrow keys. You don't want to to steer it. So I'm using the combination of the arrow keys and the WASD. Okay, let's get a little bit more throttle now. We'll turn on our lights. It may make it seem easier, or see the connector easier. Okay, let's slow down here. Don't need our lights anymore if it's going to be causing too much glare, but the connector will pair right below the camera, so we have to hit it. There we go. So ROV connected to the connector. You can disconnect the ROV if you press this button, and then you could play around with the ROV after if you want, but that's pretty much it. So we did it. Again, just takes patience, takes a little bit of finessing, but once you get a hang of it, that's kind of the purpose of this exercise, because a lot of my boats, a lot of the OMUA boats will have this exact same ROV and this exact same system, so this teaches you how to operate it. We make our way upstairs and back to the classroom. So we beat the ROV mission, and we can start on the final mission for the chief mate, which is dive around the exterior of the facility and press all the buttons. We'll make our way back outside, back to the boathouse, grab ourselves diving gear, and hop in the water and let's go explore. So I see a button right there right away. Let's press that one. Let's keep swimming along the side of the cave front, or the rock front, sorry. So here's another button. We press that one. So we're at 2. Now we didn't throttle down the ROV, so it's still going, but that's okay. And here is the last button. We'll just watch the propellers. So we've pressed 3 so far. Now let's check out the columns of the dock. Okay, here's the 4th. And then if we make our way this way, here's a 5th. And then if we go behind the boathouse, where the sea-doo is, here is the 6th. I heard the bell ever so faintly, so that was the 6 buttons to pass this mission. We can put away our diving gear, and we'll go back to the classroom. There we go. So now we've accomplished the chief mate. It says to report to the HR office for our rank. Now in the HR office, if you recall, we only have 3 codes. So the chief mate is the highest rank that you can get from the HR office, which is right here. The other one you have to get from the commander. So now the conference room is locked and the commander's office is locked, so that's where we're going to get our code for the captain rank. So back in the classroom, let's start the captain. Mission 10. In the diving pool, enter the caves and find the treasure. Alright, let's do that. What's upstairs? Well, we'll just walk up. We'll take this. There's a bunch of flashlights. There's some glow sticks. We could drop a glow stick. It may or may not help us. Let's give it a shot. If we drop it inside the cave, I've not actually tried this, but let's see if we can throw it into this hole. Maybe it's going to distract us, but we'll see. So we got to enter the caves. So here we could open the gate and push that open. Now there is a second way into the cave system, and it's through a crevice up here. This one, and that gets you into the exact same area. So there's the gate, so now we're in just the back way. Now we see there's kind of like a broken vent or some kind of water pouring out, so we could swim over here and disable the valve, Now it's no longer pouring out at us. So here there's a release passageway button, and we see behind us there is a crank. If we spin the crank, it opens up a secret door. That's cool. But now the secret door, there's a sliding hatch that's locked, or that's closed. So if we make our way back here, we'll press the secret button here, and press the secret button here. And now all of a sudden, this thing's open, so you could release the passageway, and we could make our way in through here. Now you can see that it's opened. Now if we take a look, whoa, that's super bright. I'm actually gonna go and take that thing back. It's very bright and distracting, but it helped us up until then. I guess we could maybe move it to another location. Let's put it here. See if that helps. So in the cave system now, it actually helps a little like this. Perfect. So we've got in here and into this first secret passage, like this crank operated door. Now if we look down here, there's a dropped key. Use 44 in keyhole. If we make our way through this now that we've opened, there's a treasure chest and there's treasure. So let's put 44. The treasure chest is open. Now if we press all three of the treasure, the bell rang, and that is this mission. Fantastic. We'll put our diving gear away. Now that glow stick may or not help you. You have to figure out what's the best system to operate under for you, but it helped a little bit for us, I guess. So we did it. The mission 10 is beat. Now mission 11, report to the diving boat. Drop the towfish to deeper than 35 meters and dive to it to find the code and put it on the whiteboard. So let's start that. We'll make our way to the diving boat. You'll want to disconnect the cables, and that's why I put these down here. And disconnect the cable, put it there. Now the boat is also attached via connectors, just so it doesn't flip over, as some people commented. But once you turn it on the throttle, there's an air horn. That's something new I added as well. Once you turn on the throttle, the connectors release you, and then you could throttle up and make your way out. So now that we're driving in this direction, we just watch the seafloor depth finder, and it'll be 35 before you know it. The 35 is because we have only a small or medium-sized winch on the back. That's the max depth that this towfish can even go. I would love to have put it at like 100 meters, but because just the small diving boat, a big winch would weigh down the rear too much. We're almost there, and this little scale is set to max out at the 30 or 40, so we're getting close to what we need to be at. Oh, and 35, so we've exceeded it. We could stop ourselves here, and if we go to release the towfish and push out the gantry crane, and then on the station here we have to hold winch down. And you could turn on the operator, and you could turn on the light and make it look cool. It's telling us we're at a depth of, 18. Almost there. There, we're past 35. Technically, the magall just connected itself to the ground, which is not really my intention, but regardless. Now we hop into the cabin. We'll grab our diving equipment. Gotta make sure to not leave this door open, otherwise it'll flood, but it does empty out fairly fast. Alright, and then we dive. So we see the towfish is there at the bottom, and on the display here we get our code. It's 87. So now we could make our way back to the ship, or boat. 87. Now we'll keep 87 in mind. We'll release the magall. We'll winch up. And you can see the island over there. So we didn't have to go too far. I would have loved to make the mission where you have to go far to find 100 meters and all that stuff, but I didn't want to make it fairly close to the to where we're working from. Okay, so there we go. And now we just make our way back. Make our way back to the diving academy. We'll put away our diving gear. We don't need it anymore. We could reel in the rest of the towfish. And connect this thing back in if we want. There we go. Beautiful. Now that's connected, and we're almost back at the diving academy. So yeah, there's been a couple little changes to this boat. We added this cool anchor or beacon marker, just to give you a feel for when you drop it. It's really cool. So if you release the buoy marker, a light turns on automatically that flashes. Oh, we just beached the vessel. That's okay. Oh, that's what happens. You don't pay attention, folks. It's going over. Oh no. Anyway, we don't need the boat anymore, so maybe it'll right itself eventually, but regardless, we got our code. It's 87. We could make our way to the... That sucks. Make our way to the classroom and enter 87 on the board. The bell rang, and there we go. So we've beat mission 11. Now report to the conference room for the final mission. So that means the conference room is now unlocked for us. We make our way to the conference room. The commander's office is still locked, but here's the conference room. Now we get to see the cool little ship display here. There's a projector screen. We could sit down on this nice chair. And it's locked. Must be activated between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. Report to the diving pool between the hours of 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. This test simulates saving survivors during a storm. You have 2 minutes to connect 7 cables from the circular cable anchors in the pool to the 7 wall-mounted cable anchors. So we'll wait until it's 1 a.m. or because we're on free mode, we just skip it on forward to 1 a.m. This button opens, but now the thing is it's night. Let's activate the mission and make our way down to the diving pool. Now that may or may not help us. I'd be very curious to see if it helps, or it may just screw us up. But that's fine. So here's the console. So mission 12 console, we have 120 seconds. There's a start button. Now what's going to happen is when we press the start button, the storm mode is going to activate, and these lights are going to turn off. So it's going to become very, like, reminiscent, very realistic to completing a mission when you're rescuing people underwater. Now those things represent people. So there's a guy wearing a blue shirt, person wearing green, there's one over there that's purple, there may be one back there if I recall, yeah, red. So we got to find all of them. We got to do it in 120 seconds. The trick with that is 120 is feasible, but it's tight, so you got to be fast. You got to be fast on your feet, which is the whole point. So let's do it. The mission timer started. We'll connect one and make our way out here. Now I found it easier if you don't, so there's one. You'll connect first the anchor point to it. There's one, and then we swim back and plug it in. And it's supposed to look like we're rescuing people, because when you rescue people, you got to take them to and from their boat. or whatever, the water. So here we have our next cable. We know there's one up here. And there's thunder and lightning, so I mean, some of you guys may be annoyed, but realistically the game is fully, like, when you're doing the storm missions, it looks just like this. And so you'll have to accommodate for the thunder. That's part of accomplishing a mission in a storm. How are we doing for time? 1 minute left. Okay, there's some in the cave system. There's one. I guess this light is actually helping us, because normally you'd have to kind of use the flashlight and struggle. Okay, we got last two. Alright, there's one inside the boat, I know for sure. There. So connect that, and then we'll make our way out of the boat. And now the last one is in front of the boat. 20 seconds. Or off to the... yeah, there we go. Lightning also kind of helps you see a bit as well in certain areas. Let's do it. Yay! With 6 seconds left, we did it. So I was kind of focusing on the mission, but the reason I kept putting them back into here, like I'd pick it up and then put it here, because I would have connected it to this. Now that's fine if they're close by like that one, but in the instance of when some are further away, the rope will like kind of snag you and make you get caught. So I found it easier to and also you can't use your flashlight when you're holding the anchor. You can't, like, once you use your flashlight, it automatically disconnects. So if you want to use your flashlight to find it, then connect it, and then without using the flashlight, make your way back here. That's kind of the system I was operating under. Now you could put all these things away if you want. You can redo the mission if you want. But that's it. So we did it. 6 seconds. Now we see there's some kind of glowing over there. Put away our diving gear. And of course, now we know that well, first let's go to the classroom, I guess. This is the first time the classroom's open at night, so only during this mission is the classroom open at night. Otherwise, these doors are automatically closed between, they're only open between 7 to 5. So, we did it. Mission 12, we've beat every mission. Captain rank achieved. Report to the commander's office for your OMUA rank code. We'll run up the stairs, it's fine. So, we go to the commander's office. And it's open, and there's the code for us. He has a nice office with a sailboat and everything, so that's his office with the entry into the conference room. And we did it, folks. We've accomplished the missions. We got our disco ball going for us, because now we could party. Now that the mission is complete and we got ourselves captain rank. Of course, there's one last part that you now unlock when you accomplish the captain rank, and that's the speed challenge. So I will show you how that works. Now there's 12 little things we have to press, and the speed challenge is what we have the trophy board for in the downstairs main lobby. So let's press this, and we go. So we see there's one up in front. We see there's one over here, 2, 3, 4, 5 is down here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then inside the cave system, 11, and lastly 12. Now a little steam whistle went off. Obviously, this speed challenge does not have to be done at night. So I made it a little harder for myself here. but in theory you could do it during the daytime, no problem. You could do it anytime, and you could turn on the well, these lights were on, but the daylight hour would definitely make it a little easier to see in there. Okay, we did it. So we did it. We got a terrible rank. We got just under 60 seconds, which good for us. That means if we achieve a time of 60 seconds or lower, you may want to revisit the classroom. But the diving challenge is complete. You could redo it. You could, like, if you reset the challenge and then start it, you could redo it. But we did 6:59:40, so let's head over to the classroom and see what that gives us. Classroom's the same. Whoa! Classroom looked the same until that slid open. So if we make our way into here, you have a secret golden anchor club. So you only unlock this if you get a time of 60 seconds or less on that challenge. And here is all the folks that have done it so far. So their names are displayed here. Now this may be something I update for a certain time and then close the challenge, just because I can't keep updating this every week. But this is a nice little wall fountains and cool secret area. Once you leave the classroom, it closes itself back up, so it still remains hidden. So there we have it. We did it. We've accomplished all the missions. We've got the speed challenge. You saw the secret area. The only downside is we sunk the boat, which sucks. Other than that, I'd say that was a successful mission, and we did it. We got captain. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy the challenges for yourselves, and not just the tutorial here to solve your problems, but this will help you if you're missing one or two of the points. So enjoy the creation. Thank you so much for the support. I know everybody's been commenting and supporting. I got donations on my buy me a coffee. Like, I thank everybody for that. When I go out and buy a coffee or a beer, knowing that someone's treating me because of my creations, I really do enjoy that. So I thank you. And take care. Happy Stormworksing.